Deadpool versus She-Hulk, Sexism in Hollywood.
You gave Ethan the idea that could very well fuck our business model completely.
Okay, this is not all of my fault.
I mean, if I didn't think I'd get crucified by all those MeTooers, I'd fire your ass today.
Oh, so you're saying you're not firing me because I'm a woman?
No.
Sexism, the hate against women, is prevalent in not just Hollywood, but also in our Western society today. And that is exactly why people adored Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds when he danced provocatively in Deadpool and Wolverine, but they hated on She-Hulk and Tatiana Maslany when she danced in her own Disney Plus TV show, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law.
And of course, women must earn less than men because they are weaker, they are smaller, they are less intelligent, and they must earn less. That's all.
What?
And making excuse. Oh yeah. There is.
Oh, that's not. I mean, I'm an idiot that I didn't think darkly enough because of course it was going to go there. Right.
Now, why is that people hate on She-Hulk dancing but not Deadpool? To understand that, we need to delve deeper into Hollywood and Western society. Why do people hate women when they express themselves or have fun, like dancing? Why hasn't Disney made a solo female-led Marvel movie until Captain Marvel? You see, Hollywood believes that men wouldn't care for a Hollywood movie about a strong, independent woman. And women audiences wouldn't show up to theaters because women in our Western society don't hold any inherent value, they don't hold power positions, they don't have high-paying jobs. Nor do they have time to watch theatrical movies because they are busy at home taking care of their children, so Hollywood decided there is no point in making a female-led movie. Until Wonder Woman 2017.
You don't have a Wonder Woman action figure, do you?
It's not how it works. Come on.
Wonder Woman movie and the MeToo movement happened in Hollywood almost at the same time. A time when women came out sharing their stories and personal experiences where they were subject to sexual harassment and how they were treated as subhumans, not just in Hollywood but also in other parts of our country and around the globe.
A producer said to me, "Take your clothes off." And I said no. And I left. And they told me they were going to burn all my music.
The MeToo movement shook Hollywood with giant names like Harvey Weinstein going to prison for exploiting women for their own sexual pleasure. Wonder Woman movie proved to the world that the way we view women in our workplace and in other parts of life is in fact changing. Women are no longer staying silent.
And also her Speechless song to me seemed very much in the vein of Let It Go, but I felt not as successful. When she turned around and started to sing and the guards that were trying to take her away were disappearing, I was like, is she really singing them away? This seems kind of lame. I don't like this. This seems like too much of a feminist fantasy.
They are no longer just housekeepers and child caregivers. They are now demanding equal pay for the same jobs that men do. They want safer work environments. They want to be treated equally to men. The MeToo movement and the feminist movement of 2016 brought forward all these sexist topics. Soon Hollywood itself had to address these issues.
I think really more in our business, people are going to think twice. I don't think it's going to stop it, but I think it might give it pause. I think people who would have just abused girls and never thought twice about it may be more nervous.
Hollywood's biggest studios, Disney and Warner Brothers, had to show their stockholders that they were part of the feminist and women empowerment wave of 2016, that they were with women and their empowerment in society. So Warner Brothers made Wonder Woman, a solo female-led movie that grossed almost $1 billion. Disney until then only made female characters in Marvel movies for the male gaze. For example, Black Widow only existed as a sex symbol. So Marvel and Disney decided to change course. Since they are a publicly traded company, Disney rushed Captain Marvel into theaters. A half-baked movie that turned MCU fans against the movie once they saw it. There were scenes in the movie where the female lead would hurt and demean the male characters for the female gaze or for women who hate men.
On top of all of this, am I saying that I hate white dudes? No, I'm not. But what I am saying is, I do not need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work for him about A Wrinkle in Time. It wasn't made for him. And this is also not to mention other people besides white dudes like Star Wars and would love the opportunity to do a set visit. And I'm also saying I don't hate white dudes. And for the third time, I don't hate white dudes.
Unacceptable, disrespectful, and in very bad taste.
I am the king.
Any man who must say, I am the king, is no true king.
Disney even crammed in a girl power scene that made no sense into Avengers Endgame to boost moral or to signal allyship. Now how is all this linked to Deadpool and She-Hulk dancing? Well, you see, Disney had to project allyship because of societal changes that we discussed, the MeToo movement, the second wave of the feminist movement, the pro-transgender acceptance. All that affects a publicly traded American company. Disney rushed female participation and all the other race and gender politics into their movies in order to get ahead of this new woke political movement.
Where'd you learn to jump like that, Ninja Turtles?
Where'd you learn yours, huh? Donkey Kong?
I'm going to throw up. I think I'm going to throw up.
Don't throw up.
The nice dinner that I had. I'm going to throw it up.
However, they failed to realize that the woke movement was being spearheaded by young children at schools and young adults in university. Older people and adults who haven't been subject to university progressive grooming don't hold woke views of Hollywood. And most students who leave colleges grow out of such progressive views once life hits them hard.
It's honestly a little bit embarrassing because I'm literally applying for like minimum wage jobs and some of them are being like, we're not hiring, and it's like, what? This is not what I expected. I graduated college with 2 degrees in communications and acting. I speak 3 languages.
So even though the young folks on Twitter and progressive white women loved She-Hulk dancing and enjoying her life, it did not go well with audiences who actually hate women and women having any kind of fun. They saw She-Hulk dancing in a more sexual way than the female character being silly.
Not mind seeing Daredevil again. A woman has needs. Well, yeah, that's what Hulks do. We smash things. Bruce smashes buildings, I smash fourth walls and bad endings. And sometimes Matt Murdock.
Meanwhile, they saw Deadpool dancing as a more non-sexual manner, even though in my opinion Deadpool exuded more sexual dance and more provocative language throughout his movie.
Yeah, Johnny told us you're a psychotic, megalomaniacal asshole. His words, not mine. Like you said in the convoy, this finger-licking, dead-inside pixie slab of third-rate dime store nut milk can eat your delicious cinnamon ring and kick rocks all the way to bald hell. Okay, I have never said any of those words in my entire life.
If you know how I feel, why would you say that? Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation. Like, you know I'm not happy. You know I'm trying to see if it'll work out here, and I know that it's...
This proves that our Western society is not ready for women. Our society isn't comfortable with women expressing themselves through dance or even through songs. Look at all the hate that Taylor Swift gets from grown men. Sexist men and women who have internalized sexist views need to change. It would take more deconstruction of misogyny and learning in order to create a better and just world for our girls to exist, and for them to express themselves through dance or music. To create a world that is equal for men and women.
There's a different vocabulary for men and women in the music industry, right?
Give me an example.
Okay, a man does something, it's strategic. A woman does the same thing, it's calculated. A man is allowed to react, a woman can only overreact.
And you've had these labels thrown at you.
Oh yeah, it goes on and on and on.
Hollywood has deep impacts on our Western society and our culture. Companies like Disney and Warner Brothers can make huge changes to our thinking, especially our children. Hollywood's progressive views and their participation in improving our society can help young girls. Let's create a just world for our children together. Let's create a world where not just Deadpool, but even She-Hulk could dance without being sexualized and being hated on.
I know as a young girl walking home from school and getting wolf whistles from passing cars, as if they're people have entitlement over your body, that's an assumption of sexual energy. I get what you're saying completely. Sometimes people know what they're doing is wrong, and sometimes that behaviour is so ingrained in them that they can't even articulate at that time that it's wrong.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Also, did you agree with my views on this topic? Let me know in the comments.
Bye, bye, bye.